really pale in this lighting for some reason. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Hannah. So for this video, I've been actually pushing back doing a makeup routine because I've been having some really severe acne lately. My skin has been breaking out around December 2021 and January 2022. A lot of it is due to stress. I have never had such bad acne before because my family usually has really good skin. I didn't really know how to handle this, and I've never used any acne products before. Right now, I have a lot of acne scarring under like here, a lot of texture around here as well. All of it's like concentrated on my forehead and it's really red, and because of that I've been really scared to post a video, especially where you're gonna see my bare naked face. At the same time, I was like, this is something I want to do and I want to continue pursuing it, and I don't think I should let my skin issues get in the way of it, especially because I am taking the steps I need to take to improve my skin and the texture and help it heal. And as you're gonna see all the acne and the acne scars on my skin, please watch this with a very open mind and open heart. This is also the makeup look I've been doing a lot lately on a lot of my Instagram photos. So if you want to go see that, you can go hop on over to my Instagram. It's hannahxcha. If you want to see how I do this look, then just keep on watching. So I'm currently going through the edits of the video, and I realized that there were a lot of moments where I kind of talk quieter and some moments where I talk louder. And I apologize in advance for any inconsistencies in the sound. I think it's just because I wasn't used to recording myself again, so I was a little nervous. I apologize in advance, but hopefully the rest of the audio should be okay. Okay, starting off, I quickly just put some of this in my hair. It's a keratin oil. I first started putting this in my hair when I got my hair bleached, and it actually helped my hair recover really quickly. And now I'm gonna start with my skincare. So I put this, I take 2 pumps, and then I'm just gonna lather that on my face. And then right on top of that, I'm going to apply my sunblock. I've been using this one for almost a couple years now. I feel like it's lasted me pretty long. IOP UV Shield Sun Protector SPF 50+. This has been my go-to ever since. And because I use a lot of skincare products that make my skin sensitive to the sun, I do want to make sure I put on a really good amount of sunblock. Like, I put on almost like a little too much, but I'd rather have my skin be protected. I took a break from wearing sunblock in the winter because even though the sun isn't physically there are UV rays to watch out for, and I kind of forgot about that. Because I live in Canada, the winters are very like long and it gets dark at like 4 or 3 p.m. So I used to forget about wearing my sunblock, but it's still important to make sure your skin is protected. And actually there's a very noticeable difference in your skin in just like a week if you do wear your sunblock. My skin was actually so much clearer maybe like even a couple days ago, but then 2 nights ago I popped them and now my skin is like really bad again. If anything, just don't touch your skin, don't pop anything. Your skin will heal at its own rate and just trust that it will. I'm gonna go in with like the base of my makeup. So I have this little color correcting palette. It's by NYX. I was always told to use green to fix any redness. I actually saw a TikTok today on explaining, I'm just gonna turn this, on explaining why you should use like orange and like peach colors. So I'm going to use this one and this one today. I'm going to pick up a little bit on both of them on my fingertips and just kind of apply them on the top of my forehead here where I have a lot of redness. And I read the comments of the video and a lot of people were saying how green is like something they've always heard to use to cover up redness, but it never really worked for them. And I'm realizing now, like, wait, a lot of my redness is already gone. This is actually kind of working. Now that that's covered up, I'm gonna go cover up my under eye bags. I'm gonna use the same color actually. I'm just using this like peachish color here. And I'm just gonna tap that in. Yo, there's like a noticeable difference. I know my light is right here, but look at this. Can you see the difference in my under eye bags? And I have a couple acne scars on my chin. Okay, wow, this is actually really impressive. Aside from the texture, you really can't see a lot of my acne. It was a lot worse before. Okay, so on top of that, I'm gonna take my Fenty Beauty foundation. This girl that I know from my first year, I met her at like a Halloween party. Or I didn't meet her there, but I ran into her there. Her skin looked amazing and I asked her what she was wearing and she said Fenty foundation. I would actually recommend this foundation because it really does provide a lot of coverage. Mine's in the shade 185 and I'm just gonna kind of like lather it on where I need coverage. So I'm gonna start with under my eyes, and then of course I need to cover up my forehead, basically just where I put the concealer. And it's honestly like your skin looks so good with this foundation. Like, this is probably my go-to foundation from now on. Like, look at how clean my skin looks right now. I'm gonna take my powder. I've had this powder for a little too long, almost disgustingly long, but it's the Buckwheat Skin Food Loose Powder. It's definitely expired, but that's okay. I really like this powder. It's really nice. When it's first on my skin, I feel like the foundation is just slightly orangey, but the powder kind of like offsets the orange. Okay, now that that is on, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I will take any dry mascara one. So this one's my CoverGirl. it looks like this. The labeling is all rubbed off. I'm just gonna brush up on my eyebrows with it. It does coat my hair, so it looks like I have more eyebrow hairs than I usually do. Sometimes I won't put any product except for mascara in my eyebrows. You have to be really gentle with it. They don't get any of the brush strokes on your face. Okay, and I'm just gonna let the mascara dry for a little bit. And then what I like to do is I'll take my brush with my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. And what I do is I'll take like a tiny bit, wipe the excess on here. So I want like really little to no product, and I'll just kind of fill in my sparse areas. Usually that's like the tail. I want my tails to look fuller, and I try to make it look kind of straight. That one did not really turn out that straight. So this eyebrow you can see is like a little bit more full than this one. It makes a really slight difference, but it's a difference that I notice. I'm gonna just take an old spoolie. This is from my NYX pencil stick. It's kind of, all my makeups are a little dirty. I'm gonna take my Got to Be spiking glue, and I'm just gonna dab a little bit on like my finger here, like this much. Just gonna take a little line of it, and I'm just gonna dip my spoolie in that, just gently. And then I'm just gonna draw my eyebrow hairs up in the front here. It gives it like a nice like straight brow. And I'm gonna gel the rest of it kind of down. I used to do like a lot of arching in my eyebrows, and I realized that the straight eyebrow is actually the most flattering for my face. It took me a very long time to figure out what my eyebrows flattered my face the best. And I think it's because I really liked having an arch, and I like the look of arches on other people. So I tried really hard for me to have an arch, but I just don't think it flatters my face as well. I've been like trying to reject the straight brow look on me. I associate it with a lot of East Asian makeup. When I was younger and I grew up in the States, I was trying to reject my Asian like heritage because I didn't want to associate as an Asian person, because I felt like such an outsider in my very like white suburban town. The more I embrace it, I'm just like, there's a reason why these are the makeup trends of Asian countries, is because that's what looks good on them, and I shouldn't be rejecting that because that's what looks good on me. So that is my eyebrows. I feel like I like talk really like this a lot instead of like with more of my voice. So I'm gonna try to do that right now. For my eyeshadow, I just do a really subtle brown. It's not so much my eyeshadow as it is more for contouring. It's this Tony Moly blusher in the shade 19, Vintage Brown. I use this for a lot of the contouring I do. So I'm going to take a flat wide brush, and then I'm just gonna fill out the hollows of my face. So I'm gonna fill it in the front here, focus that mostly there, and then I'm gonna kind of subtly drag that down. My skin is peeling because of all of the skin products I'm on right now for my acne. I'm actually gonna just tap it on instead of brushing it on, because I can see right now that the friction from the brush is kind of causing my skin to peel. I'm just gonna tap it. And honestly, I feel like tapping it just really helps saturate the product more. I don't drag my contour down my nose too far because my nose is actually asymmetrical, so I don't want to enhance that part too much. Sometimes I will bring it all the way down if I'm feeling like it, but in this case I'm not going to. But I will take my NYX Wonder Stick, and I'm just going to draw the little circle around my nose like that. And then I'm just going to blend that in around that area, and that's what's going to give you the little button nose effect. I'm just going to fill that in here. Okay, you can kind of see that like there's a little bit like highlighted spot right here on the tip of my nose, even though I don't really have such a button nose, and that contour look gives you the illusion of that. I don't always contour my cheeks. I have been lately, and I really like the way it looks, but I think for this one I'm not going to contour my cheeks. We'll see, I might change my mind at the end of the video. Alright, so for my eyeliner, I have been using the Sex Kitten by Tarte. It has this cute little cat as the tip of the pen, which is really focused, there we go, which I think is really cute. What I found out with my eyeliner is I've always used to wing it out, and winging it out actually, oh my god, this whole time I have had a little seed in my tooth. I didn't even notice that was there. Now it's gone, okay. What I do is I'm actually going to wing it outwards, and I find that this is the most flattering for my eye shape. I noticed my sister and I have very different eyes, and it's probably because I got mine paid for. For me, I noticed that an outward, like a directly outward or slightly downward eyeliner is much more flattering than a winged eyeliner, just because it matches the shape of my eyes a lot better. So I'm going to do that here. I'm gonna start on the very outer corner, and I'm just going to start a line just directly horizontally out. There we go, like that. Then I'm going to lift my eyebrows up, and you can see it kind of angles up, and then from there I'm just going to connect it to my lash line. And then you're just gonna fill it in. And it just kind of comes out more outwards like that, and I feel like that's more flattering for my eye shape in general. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. And one thing about this eye is that it's a little bit more hooded than this eye is. Usually when I wing it upwards, I have to fill in a lot more eyeliner on this eye. And I realized with this one, when I do it outwards, I don't have to fill it in as much because it's still the same amount that's like seen. That's kind of like an indicator that this is how you should be doing your eyeliner, because it's the same amount, and that way you don't have to put more effort on one eye than the other. I feel like from a distance it definitely flatters my eye shape a lot better. And now my eyeliner is done. I'm gonna just add a little bit of powder on top so that when I do my mascara, like when I clamp the mascara curler on my eyelid, it's not gonna smudge it around. And I'm getting the icon that I have little battery left. Okay, I left it charging for like 20 minutes and I haven't touched my face since. I've just been watching TikToks. So hopefully it's like charged and good to go now. And my eyeliner is smudged. What the heck? I'm gonna put on my Falsies. I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of old. I realize I'm talking a lot louder now, and I think it's because I kind of like got comfortable in my room again. This is what they look like. They're not even in the right spots. I probably should get a new pack, but I really like these and I'm kind of broke, so we're gonna stick with these. These are the Adele Demi Wispies ones. So what I'm gonna do first is curl my eyelashes, and I'm gonna put on a teensy bit of mascara, and I'll show you how I do these Falsies. That might be a little too tiny, but I'm gonna line it on the outside here because I don't want my wing to be messed up. I'm gonna bring it close and I'm just gonna give it a pump at the root. Next, I'm gonna take my telescopic waterproof mascara. This is my Holy Grail mascara. It's a pain to wash off, but it stays on really well, and it holds the curl really well for Asian eyelashes, so it's one of my favorites. Only a little is what I need to hold the curl. I'm gonna do the exact same thing on this side. I feel like there's never a time when I don't pinch my eyelids. And I tried the Shiseido eyelash curler, but it still somehow like pinched my eyelid. Because I know that one's known for not pinching your eyelid, especially because it's meant for Asian eyelids. Also, if anyone has seen my double eyelid video, I got a non-incisional surgery, and those are actually temporary. Like, you can literally see that my eyelid, my double eyelid is like barely even forming anymore. Which makes me kind of sad because, like, I don't know why. My mom and I both thought it was permanent. I swear we communicated that with the surgeon that it would be permanent. But right now what I do sometimes is I wear double eyelid tape, and I think I'm just going to get it redone again once I graduate. This coming year will be my 4th year in university. After then I graduate, I'm gonna do a little grad gift to myself and get it redone. Like, I don't mind how it looks now. It would be nice to kind of have it again since I've gotten so used to having them. I have 2 kinds of eyelash glue I really like to use. Oh, it's a little dirty, but this one's by Ardell. It's the lash grip one. It really sticks on. This is the kind of glue I'd use if I was going out with my friends, but because I'm just going to my friend's house and we're just gonna play some Nintendo Switch, I'm just gonna use the Duo one. This one's like the very basic one that it comes with all eyelash kits. It's just a strip lash adhesive. They're just like a little bit dusty, and the dust just kind of adheres to it. And I'm gonna put it like more on the front part of the lashes because I like to put my eyelashes underneath my natural ones. That's how it looks more like extensions than falsies. I'm just gonna shake that a little bit to dry it. I give it a good like 10-15 seconds. I'm gonna pull my natural lashes up and I'm just gonna tuck it underneath. Line up the middle one first. Press onto the root of my eyelashes, and then I'm gonna connect it here. I'm just gonna hold it there. And I'm taking the back of my tweezers, I'm just gonna kind of tap it on there. Okay, so that's how I get those on. They're a little bit short in the front. As you can see, I'm not too picky about it because my inner corner, I don't really have lashes in general, so I feel like it doesn't make it stand out too much. Sometimes what I'll do is after I have that on, I'll take my mascara and kind of put some on the inner corner lashes to make them stand out. Sometimes when I'm doing this, I feel like a surgeon. Like, any mistake I make, I could just puncture myself in the eye, you know? So that is my eyelashes. I want to do a little bit on my inner corners. It makes such a minute difference, but I don't know, I think I see a difference at least. I feel like this inner corner thing, I really like the way it turns out on a lot of people, but I feel like my eyes are not meant for it. If I do a lot, it just makes me look kind of scary and like intimidating. Last but not least, I'm taking blush. I'm gonna use my ColourPop one. This is in the shade Cruel Intentions, and it's really, really pink, so I'm gonna do this with a really light hand. I'm gonna apply it in like where I would apply my highlight, just because I feel like it looks better when it's higher up on my cheeks. And then a little bit like under eye bag area. And last but not least, we do highlight. Usually I will use my High Beam by Benefit. I've just been taking the other side of this stick because I feel like it's just more natural looking. I'm gonna do a little bit up here on my nose bridge. Tip of the nose for sure. e.l.f. highlighter brush, and I'm just gonna blend that out. This one I just feel like it looks more like dewy than glistening. And one thing I don't like about highlighters, especially like powder ones, is when you're in the sun, you just look like you have a bunch of little sparkles on your face, not so much like you're glowing. But this one I feel like it's more glow than it is sparkles. And then to accentuate our nose contour, I'm gonna take a little bit of a white. This is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. I've had this for a while. I'm gonna tap a little bit on here and then a little bit here. I feel like that just kind of makes your nose pop a lot more. And then for my lips, liquid lipstick in the shade Warm Verbena. I feel like that's a common word I should know. Verbena. Anyways, It looks like this. I do a really light hand with it, so I try to wipe off as much product as I can back onto the bottle, and then we're just gonna concentrate that in the inside. This is the NYX setting spray. It honestly makes your skin look really dewy. I do like this. I usually cover my eyelashes when I do it because I don't want my eyelashes getting dry or getting wet, especially because I have so much texture. I feel like once it dries, it makes it look really dewy and it kind of hides all the texture I have on my forehead. And that is the whole finished look.
우리 미래를 결정하기 차 타고 떠나는 추억 여행 그러지 방 침대에 누워 핸드폰만 보며 또 하루를 보내 오늘 같은 날 산책이라도 다녀올까 But I feel so lazy Yeah I'm home alone all day And I got no more